welcome to Capitol Insights. Up at the Capitol with Senate Minority Leader Charlie Lassiter, our fellow citizen in Shawnee. Charlie, thanks for taking your time to share with us.
Good to have you up here. It's always good to see a familiar face and a friendly face up here. So glad to have you here.
I can say likewise for you. You're always so giving in these opportunities for us to find out more about what's going on. Now, the bills are all coming in with wording. What are you excited about for our constituency?
Well, I'm going to be spending a lot of my time as the Democratic leader looking at issues like the budget and the big picture. Those things aren't really very exciting to talk about, I'll be honest with you. But that's going to be a part of what I do. But I also pride myself on every session filing 2, 3, 4 bills that are really, the ideas come from my constituents in Shawnee, Tecumseh, various places, and sure enough, we have some more of those this time as well.
Well, we've been able to chat just for a moment about a few of them, and they sound really great. Would you mind sharing some of them with our audience?
Well, I've got my list here because today's the day that's the actual bill filing deadline, and one that has seen a little bit of ink in the newspaper recently is the problem with the publishing of Social Security numbers and driver's license numbers, things of that nature, on documents that get online, documents from the county clerk's office, for example. So I have filed a bill, and it starts off with the language that would prohibit placing the Social Security numbers, for example, into documents that are published. Now, don't confuse it. If the county clerk cannot change the document itself.
Right.
It'd be improper for her to go through and actually change the original document. But if it's to be published online, to where the public can have access to it electronically, then there is some software available out there. It's very expensive, but there's software that can allow them to take those numbers out or block them when they are published online. And we think that that is something we need to seriously look at requiring, actually.
And again, that's from dialogue in Shawnee, things that actually happened right here that is impacting legislation that may occur this year up here at the Capitol. That's wonderful to know.
I get some good ideas from my constituents. Chris Steele and I are also going to file a bill, and I'm filing it first on the Senate side to try to address the problem that the Liberty School has found with its daycare facility and some licensing problems and enforcement by the state. We're going to try to address those regulations, and now that those regulations are being more vigorously enforced by DHS, we want to have a bill out there that would now allow us to take another look at those regulations and maybe try to fix the problem that those good people at Liberty are experiencing right now.
And again, kids at the foremost of all of our legislator hearts, but especially you and Chris, Charlie, this could be something that works out hopefully nicely for the area child care system?
Well, we hope so. We hope so, because that's a very fine facility, and everyone in Shawnee knows what a good school and facility that is. So we need to try to help local folks on that. And there's another bill that just a week or so ago, someone called and gave me the idea for this bill. Again, a constituent. I think this one's from the Tecumseh area, and was concerned that some telemarketers, a credit card company, for example, that have the right to call him because he has an established business relationship with them. He actually has their credit card. But they call in such a way to block their caller ID. And if he doesn't want to talk to them, he thought he should have the right to not take their call. But they block that, and so we think that the Telemarketer Act should probably be amended, and I'm going to propose that it be amended to not allow the telemarketers to block their caller ID information, and also not to allow them to call on Sunday.
Very good, both very good ideas. And again, that comes right from our mouths. That comes right from the people around our area becoming involved in the legislature, which is what we want this show to impact, is to help us all realize we are an active part of our government with our representatives up here at the Capitol. Any others, Charlie, that are coming up you'd like to talk about?
Well, I'm going to have a bill out there to be a vehicle so that if there could be some solution to the problem with the dependent versus independent school districts and the bonding capacity, we need to have a bill out there in case there is some solution that we can find. So I have filed a bill that was actually filed 2 or 3 or 4 years ago by Senator Mike Johnson. And we have that language out there. That's not necessarily the language that I'm proposing as a fix, but people need to realize that we have to file bills by January 15th, for example. And the session starts in February and doesn't end until May. So unless you have a bill that's out there, that's a vehicle that can be used, if come April or May we come up with a solution, then you have no bill, you have no way to get the language enacted. So we're going to have that bill out there in case some sort of an agreement or a fix to that problem can be addressed.
So that is just preparing the way for more good ideas, huh, Charlie? I know you are so busy. You catch us in between meetings up here. We appreciate you always, man, for coming by.
I'm always glad to be here. It's good to hear from the people back home, and thanks for your ideas. They help me, and I'm always willing to listen to good ideas.
Well, you know, Charlie, we're always here to help you.
All right.
Thanks, man.
All right. Good to see you.
You too.